Hey, good day to you. This is Todd. I'm a regular dude walking in the Word. Hey, get out of here. Get. These crazy gnats. they're every place. Well, actually, you're not seeing any gnats in here today. This is a gnat-free studio. And the next plague that we're going to be talking about is there's no flies in here either. It's a fly-free studio, and none of the plagues are really in here. Boils, all that. Today we're talking about the third plague, and that is gnats. And it's taken today from Exodus chapter 8, verses 16 through 19. As we go through this, remember that the plagues were kind of pointing out some of the gods, the false gods of Egypt, and kind of making fun of them and so forth. This today, the gnats, it would be in relation to a god called Set, and it's the god of the desert, because these gnats came from the desert. And so anyway, it's these Egyptians are worshiping all this stuff, and God unloads all this stuff on them, saying, oh, you really want to worship that? Then gives them this stuff. And these plagues right here that we're talking about are more of a nuisance, just a pain with everything going on. So let's read here today. It's Exodus chapter 8, verses 16 to 19. It says this: Then the Lord said to Moses, Tell Aaron, stretch out your staff and strike the dust of the ground. And throughout the land of Egypt the dust will become gnats. They did this, and when Aaron stretched out his hand with the staff and struck the dust of the ground, gnats came on the people and animals. All the dust throughout the land of Egypt became gnats. Get that? The dust became gnats. Here. Verse 18, But when the magicians tried to produce gnats by their secret arts, they could not. Up until this time, the magicians had been duplicating the same plagues, and God allowed that to happen, and it didn't help in this situation. It only made the situation worse. But here, God is showing that He alone is God and not anyone else, and so He's putting a stop to that, and they can't duplicate this anymore. But here, listen to what happens next. Since the gnats were on the people and animals and everywhere, the magicians said to Pharaoh, This is the finger of God. But Pharaoh's heart was still hard, and he would not listen, just as the Lord had said. Up until this point, the Egyptian magicians could do the same thing, and they were like, oh, we're just as good as the God of the Hebrews. But now they can't duplicate this, and so they are saying, this is the finger of God. And they're telling Pharaoh this, but Pharaoh still has his hard heart, and he's not willing to budge at all. He's like, well, too bad. And notice here, too, that this was more of an annoyance. This would have also been an annoyance to the Hebrew people, because this plague would have taken place in the land of Goshen also, in the whole region of Egypt. We're going to get to the plagues coming up here, where God makes a distinction between Goshen, where the Hebrew people were, and where the Egyptians were. But right now, the plague is all over all Egypt here. So it affects the Israeli people also here. So that's the plague here today, the gnats. And again, it's just kind of an annoying thing to have that stuff going on. No one's dying from it, but it's just that annoyance. And it's just God, a little plague here, just to remind Pharaoh he's truly God. Thanks for watching. I'm a regular dude walking in the Word, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we continue our journey through Exodus. Lord's blessing. I'll see you then.